So if you've been thinking about selling your home, let me give you a quick update on what the harsh truth is in terms of what the conditions are really like right now. What is it actually like to sell your home in this market where we've seen things rapidly changing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Conor Green. I'm a realtor here in Tampa Bay, and with my day-to-day operations, just over the past 6 months, I've seen how these effects of interest rate hikes have normalized the market and have completely shifted the landscape, and it is continuing to shift the landscape, and we're really not seeing any reversal happening because of the Fed's behavior staying relatively consistent in terms of increasing rates. We don't necessarily see it going the other direction anytime soon. So with all that being said, what is the environment actually like for sellers right now? So number one, the data is actually showing that we are still in a shortage when it comes to inventory on the market. We still do not have enough inventory to satisfy all demand in terms of having a true balanced market. Now, the increased interest rates, so the Fed raising the interest rates, that will normalize the market, and that has normalized the market. So we're continuing to see that. But even still, with some inventory creeping up in terms of the volume, we're still at a little bit of a shortage. A balanced real estate market in terms of on the national scale would have about 6 months of supply of inventory on market, and we're still well below that. So as you probably know, supply and demand are kind of what constitute the market. So if we are a little bit low on supply and we have strong demand, then that will make it more of a seller's market. Now, that being said, leading into number two, I am sorry to disappoint you, but you are no longer gonna have the buyer's kid named after you. And what I mean by that in all seriousness is that you're just not going to have this crazy bidding war where you've got 20 buyers or 30 buyers bidding on the property and it's going for a crazy price that is well above what the data is showing. The increased interest rates has obviously, again, normalized the market, but in a practical standpoint, it just pushed people to the limits of their affordability. You know, with interest rates going up significantly, that reduces people's purchasing power tremendously. So someone who could before, let's say, afford a $450,000 home, now they can only afford a $350,000 home. And so that reduction in people's purchasing power affects all the homes on the market. And now number three, you need to be selfish. What I mean by this is that because of the market normalizing, because of things getting more competitive, because of things getting harder, you need to be selfish and hire the right person for the job. Don't hire your best friend, your second cousin, your retired uncle or aunt, your grandmother who hasn't done real estate in 50 years, or your bartender friend. Because in this more challenging market, if they get up to bat for you and take a big whiff and do not even get a single, well, when you start to work with someone who is more experienced and is going to get the job done and be successful for you, the fact that the history on the market of that big whiff is going to be there, it doesn't matter if, let's say, for example, you call me up and say, hey, Connor, had my property on the market, didn't work out, it was on the market for 6 months, blah, blah, blah. I could get the job done for you, but I can guarantee if it wasn't done right the first time, that negative history on the market, people will see it, and I'm not gonna be able to net you as much money as I could if you worked with me directly to start. So the harsh truth is that there's a change in expectations. There's got to be a change in expectations for you as a seller that the market is not what it was before, that the laws of supply and demand and how attractive rates are to people and how eager people are to do things and the collective psychology in terms of how much fear people have of the market, people feel like it's overpriced. All of those things are playing in the favor of normalizing and slowing the market down. So you need to make sure your expectations are ready for that. You need to make sure you hire the right person for the job. Be selfish by doing so. But you can also take comfort in the fact that we are still at an inventory shortage, so you still are in a good market, a solid market. frankly, very similar to before COVID. Well, there you go, guys. There is your harsh truth about the market today for sellers. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment them below. Or if you have any experiences or opinions or any thoughts as well, share them below so we can chat about it. If you found this video to be helpful, please do me a favor and go ahead and like it. Make sure to mention that below. It helps out myself in terms of knowing what content you guys like, so I'll spend more time making it. And it also sends a message to YouTube that other people might enjoy this content too, so I really appreciate that. And as always, if you're interested in more real estate content, check out my YouTube channel. I make more videos just like this, super easy to understand, nice and straightforward. But that's it for me today, y'all. So until next time, this is Conor Green. Have a blessed day.